First at 11, another turning point on our road to reopening. Miami-Dade County about to ban all indoor dining, but Broward County is keeping it for now. Good evening, I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
I'm Lauren Pastrana. As thousands more people in South Florida just learned they are infected with COVID-19, it's the eve of more changes to try to slow the spread.
Tomorrow, indoor dining at restaurants must stop in Miami-Dade. Outdoor dining is still allowed in groups of 4 or less. Party venues and banquet halls must also close back down. The nightly curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. also continues.
In Broward County, however, leaders have just decided they will allow indoor dining to continue, but only in groups of 6 or less. Service must stop each night at 10.
Today, Florida confirmed nearly 10,000 more people have COVID-19, more than 4,000 of those cases here in South Florida. Tonight, Broward County restaurant owners and workers are most likely relieved to hear they do not have to close their dining rooms again.
But county leaders are promising more enforcement to make sure large crowds do not gather and create a problem. CBS 4's Ted Scouten begins our team coverage from Fort Lauderdale.
Broward restaurants facing some new rules from an emergency order. The county does not want late-night party crowds treating restaurants like bars. Now they'll have to close 2 hours earlier.
2 hours less. We were at midnight, now we're going to be at 10 o'clock. It's going to hurt a little bit, but like I said, we're all relieved that we can still keep the dining rooms open. We don't have to go to takeout only yet.
Chris Erisman is the manager at El CAMINO restaurant on Las Olas. Another rule they'll have to abide by: smaller party sizes, no more than 6 at a table.
Well, we're in uncharted territory, like no one's really ever been through this before. So we understand that things are going to change a lot, and we just got to do our best to keep following the rules, whatever they may be, so that we can stay open.
Broward Mayor Dale Holness warns violators that the consequences of not following the rules will be more painful.
If we find an establishment who has violated the policies, the order, they will be closed for 24 hours, and each subsequent finding of them violating will require 72 hours closure.
Aside from restaurants, the emergency order also takes aim at vacation rentals.
We know that many of these vacational rentals are being utilized as party places, and the virus is being spread there. So one of the requirement we have now is that only the people who have signed up to be in that vacation rental ought to be there.
Heiko DeBricko runs the Riverside Hotel and several restaurants and bars. He says it's up to everyone to do their part to make this work.
And I think some tougher restrictions are warranted, and they need to happen. Hopefully we're going to be able to curve it down for the next 2 weeks and bring our numbers back in check, and therefore eventually we can go into phase 2 of the rollout for the reopening.
Businesses will have to get on board with those new rules relatively quickly. That new emergency order goes into effect at 12:01 on Friday morning. In Fort Lauderdale, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News Tonight.